This is Gamer Weekly, bringing you the latest of what the video game scene has to offer. On today's show, I have the developer of Revenge Games, and we're going to talk about their game, Regret, and the current state of survival horror games. Alright, and welcome to the first ever episode of Gamer Weekly, the show where we talk about games weekly. It's kind of in the name. With me right now is one of the members of Revenge Games. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Yep, hi, good to be here.
So, let's start off here real quick. What is your name?
My name is Ivars Priedītis, and I'm a developer from Latvia. I'm a part of Revenge Games. I do programming, I do art, and we're working on a video game called Regret. This is our first game, and it's a survival horror on top of being a psychological game.
So is the game sort of like in terms of like atmosphere, is it more of like a Resident Evil, or is it more of like, okay, so is it like, it's
more of a, I prefer calling it a old school survival horror, right? Meaning it's like those old games, something that new games have lost, that magic, right? You had your exactly atmosphere, or even better, inventory management, right? You had to actually use your brain, think before every step that you would take. So that's I'm trying to recapture that magic with this game.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of horror games that have come out lately either
they're just shooters, right?
Right. Yeah, because like
it's a bazillion of rockets and go crazy. It just gets crazy. It gets old. That's the problem.
Yeah, because like how kind of like Resident Evil turned out. Like, I mean, I think after 4, it just turned into a Hollywood blockbuster. Let's blow everything up with zombies in it, and that's cool. But like the first few games, I mean, like you really had to think about what you were doing.
It's just a gigantic rock, right? I mean, where do you go from there?
Right.
What was it, the 5th, I think, or 6th? The volcano thing, or lava. I forgot them. I haven't played those games. I hate them. I just can't stand them. Oh, they ruined everything. And I'm just glad that they're not now remaking old ones.
Yeah, because I believe that they're actually going to revamp Resident Evil 2. Like they're gonna do like the same like they did with the first Resident Evil for the GameCube. Yeah. So hopefully it's actually a revamp and not just like the one that they released on the GameCube, which was like the Dreamcast version.
They understand that they have actually fans craving for more of this old school stuff. That's the beauty. Finally, I'm just glad.
So for your game, so what exactly inspired the look of it? I saw that it was very like pixel art kind of going on with it. Would you say it's like more of a like a 90s adventure game, kind of like back on the PC with like Sierra games, or is it something completely different?
I think it's everything at once. I can't actually pinpoint one game that was, I'm trying to make come up with my own style, if you will. So, but as in atmosphere, well, a good example would be Alan Wake, right? It had this sort of kind of bluish colors.
Yeah. And, So how long does it take for you to create some of the art and stuff for the game? Because I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff on your Twitter page, so it feels like it takes like a pretty long time.
It takes forever because graphics are humongous. I'm dealing with backgrounds that are the biggest was around 4,000 pixels. So these are not 32 by 32 graphics. Sort of old school pixel art. This is high resolution. So the characters are in hundreds. So I'm like sitting here for a week and drawing one background. But that's the beauty of this, right? I love this sort of style. It's still pixel art. I had actually people complaining that this pixel art is in too high resolution, which is kind of silly, right? I mean, I'd be happy to play a game where, not to brag or anything, but you have a game where you actually can tell the difference between, okay, that's a dog, that's a trash can, right? I mean, it's a bonus, not a complaint. It shouldn't be.
I
But yeah,
think
it takes a million years to just draw one. And you have this humongous background, right? Then you're cutting it up with all the effects and animations, and yeah, it's a lot of work. But I think it's worth it.
yeah, because I mean, it's kind of what I look for in every game, making sure that I can tell the difference between what is what. Um, but yeah, no. So, um, where? Okay, so how exactly did Revenge Games get started?
Oh God. Uh, Short story would be I was sitting in a kitchen doodling, and I I had some serious stuff going on in my life. I needed change. I worked as a freelancer. I made websites and the graphic design and all sorts of crap. And it was just miserable. I had clients who, the typical stuff for a freelancer. People don't pay. You deal with just, pardon my language, stupid people who don't know what they want. So I was sick and tired of that. And so I needed to change. So I was sitting in my kitchen doodling, and I drew this character. And I think it was, yeah, I actually was inspired from there was this remake, I believe it was on V, a boy in his blob. This gorgeous game, hand drawn graphics and all that. And I thought, well, I should do something like that. It's why not? And then I stumbled upon on I think it was on Twitter, indie scene, right when it just got started, and yeah, it kind of snowballed from there. Really, there wasn't one specific thing that sort of pushed me. It was everything. All of a sudden.
So who knew that a game like A Boy and His Blob could inspire
Yeah.
something to eventually create a survival horror game?
Well, I grew up playing survival horror games. All the Resident Evils, Parasite Eve, Dino Crisis, those sort of games. I love those games. I love the genre, and I always wanted to, you know, play more. But since they freaking stopped making them, so I thought, oh, maybe I should do something.
So what can we expect from your game?
So yeah, I'm busting my back off to make, as I said, recapture that old magic, right? When you had to actually think before every move. So you have your limited slots in inventory. You have your limited savings, or times you can save, really. Monsters, occasional monsters, puzzles, all that stuff, all that great thing that actually defined that old genre, right? Survival horror. It wasn't about infinite bullets and just shooting 24/7. Sure, you have monsters, but that's not the point of this sort of game. And yeah, I think it's a great story as well. But I don't want to spoil it. That's the problem about Regret. I can't really share a lot because it's a story driven, right? So how much can you actually show to people before spoiling it completely?
Right, definitely. So, uh, is the game coming out on just PC or is it coming out on mobile or?
Oh, it's designed in a way I don't. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about it a lot. I don't see a way how I could port it on handheld devices. I would love to, but yeah, it will play like crap if I put it on some iPhone or iPad or something.
So it's
Uh,
basically one step at a time. Like,
One step at a time, and yeah, Windows is the primary platform since I'm developing it on Windows. As for Linux, due to technical reasons, as far as I know, it won't even work because the thing that I'm using is doesn't really, you know, like Linux. So, and Mac, well, if the game will do great, I'll try to import it on Mac. But primary right now is Windows.
so are you planning on trying to get the game released on Steam as well, or how is that going to go
Yeah,
about?
that's kind of a de facto thing, de facto place to get. That is true, of course. Eventually.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I mean, I'm out of questions, so
And
uh,
I'm nervous to speak, so.
cool. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, this is just gonna be something super quick. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. I know it was super last minute, but hey, you know,
Good, thank you. It's an honor to be here. Come on, it's the first.
it is a first.
Right?
We'll just break out the champagne and start partying. It's first episode. Why not, right?
Awesome.
So where can people find your stuff?
I don't know. I can give you the links, right? I mean, verbally, there's no point telling.
So I believe your guys' website is
revengegames.tumblr.com.
right. Okay, and then
And my Twitter, which is, oh god, good luck spelling that. Seriously, SVR10SI. No, it's one, and that's right. So from there you can get to other places that are connected.
all right, cool.
So yeah.
All right. So, and then when can we expect the game to come out?
Oh, to be announced when it's done.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, this has been the first episode of Gamer Weekly, and I guess we'll be back next week. All right. Thank you for listening to this week's Gamer Weekly. This is Justin Banster signing off.